Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to Poetry Tuesday. I'm occasionally letting Poetry Tuesday lapse. I don't mean to do that because I'm bombarded with poetry. So if I'm reading it and getting it in the mail, we might as well be talking about it. And I want to get your opinions on it because I'm learning a lot from all of you when I go through these. So the poem that we're going to do today comes from a new a book that just came out in bookstores. I don't know what your new big retail bookstore is like. Mine, you will have to hunt for it if you find it at all. But it's by Devin Johnston, and it is Mosses and Lichens. This is his, I think, sixth volume of poetry, a slim volume of poetry. And the poem I want to read you today is not exactly a burst of sunlight for your Tuesday, but I thought it was thought provoking, and it shares a couple of qualities in common with all the other poems in this book. They're all lean and whittled, and very few of them go on for any length of time. And they seem to have a kind of a no-nonsense, 1-2 punch view of human reality. Let's see what you make of this. This one is called Day In, Day Out. And it goes like this. Whatever remembers won't remember this. Chooses not to. Wants to tell a story and finds no use in the day's residue, stripping down Romana clef to epitaph. Whatever remembers takes the remnants out each night beyond the western gate and drops them down a well, not hidden from the light, but altogether gone. That is Day In, Day Out. And I'm wondering what you make of it. That is from Mosses and Lichens, and I think I know what was on the author's mind when he was writing poems. Certainly, sentiments like this run all throughout Western poetry and Eastern poetry. That the ephemera of the day, the stuff that we enjoy from moment to moment, or even that saddens us from moment to moment, is actually nothing. It's chaff. It won't even be remembered by our most dutiful biographers. It's just, as he puts it, taken out the western gate and dropped into the night, forever gone. And what I want to know from you, well, I want to know all your reactions to that. I will once again remember to jot down the text of the poem in the text section so that you can read it yourself. But I'm curious to know what you detect as the poet's tone about the reality he's describing. Is he happy about it? Is he unhappy about it? Is he neutral about it? That's the thing that I'm having trouble placing in this entire book, is not so much the stuff that he describes as what he thinks about it. And I guess that's not all that important, but I'm curious to know anyway. So that is our poem for this Poetry Tuesday, a very short poem, very short Poetry Tuesday. I've had quite a few emails from people suggesting that there's no good reason, since Poetry Tuesday is not a limited thing. It's not like it's 1 month. We're going to be doing it forever. I've had quite a few people saying that since it's not limited, there's no good reason why we can't do an older poem now and again. Except that older poetry, I think I have my feet underneath me when I read it and try to understand it. Whereas the newer stuff, not so much. And that's where I like your help. But maybe we will do an older poem now and again, but not anytime soon. I've got a bunch of new poems to go through with you on Poetry Tuesday. So I'll wrap this up for now, but we will reconvene. There's plenty more to talk about. So I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.